Let's get started and let's make this luscious tikka masala sauce right here at home right now. For this recipe, you're going to need 2 tablespoons of butter. Add a little oil so that the butter does not burn. Add it to a hot pan, and then to this add some white or red onions. Saute it for about 3 to 4 minutes. It should start turning slightly pink in about 3 minutes or so. Continue to stir them and continue to saute them on medium heat so that they're nicely caramelized but not burnt. This has been about 3 minutes, and that's how they look right now. After about 5 to 7 minutes, this is how they look. So we're not trying to get them really brown, but just a little crisp up around the edges. For 16 ounces of sauce, I'm going to use about 12 to 13 ounces of crushed red tomatoes. You can also use tomato puree. And the rest of it, I'm going to fill to the top with heavy whipping cream or creme fraiche, whatever you want to call it. I will save the last couple of ounces just to use during the cooking process because it will help me to thin out the sauce if I feel like it's getting too thick. Just pour everything into the pan and continue to saute this beautiful mix of tomato and cream till it's nice and smooth. The color will start changing as it simmers. To this we will add a dash of garlic powder, a little bit of ginger powder, and also some paprika. Since we're not using any artificial colors, we will depend greatly on paprika to bring out that classic orangish red color. The magic ingredient that goes in is a pinch of cardamom, and you can use any kind of powdered cardamom, or you can take a couple of pods and crush them, add them to your simmering sauce. If you have nutmeg, that's a great addition as well. Along with the other spices, in goes some Himalayan pink salt. I'm going to add some garam masala, some curry powder, but very sparingly because you're not trying to change the color of your sauce. So don't add any turmeric, don't add any yellowish powders. And the magic ingredient that goes in is dry fenugreek leaves. This is an herb that gives it a nice earthy taste and blends beautifully with the butter. Also goes in a generous amount of sugar. For about a 16-ounce container, we are going to use 5 teaspoons. Yes, 5 teaspoons. Oh my God, yes, of sugar. Goes into the pan and gradually cook the sauce on a medium to low setting. You have to cook it till the time that it's all well incorporated, but make sure that the oil does not float on top. If there's some kind of oil or butter that starts floating to the top of the sauce, that means you overcooked it. Midway through the cooking process, add a little knob of butter to smoothen things out a little bit. And if you need to thin it out, if you think that it's evaporating too fast and you need to thin it out, you can add a little water or go back to the couple of ounces of heavy cream that we had saved from the first step. Just cover it, set the heat all the way to low medium, and continue to simmer it for about 3 to 5 minutes. And in no time, you are going to have the tastiest, most delicious, and fuss-free tikka masala sauce. Now, this is a very chunky sauce, and most restaurants actually serve it pretty smooth. So here you can go in with a stick blender and blend it out, and then again set it back on the pan and let it simmer. This is really smooth, and the way you'll know it is that it'll have a nice glossy sheen to it. With that being said, there's your tikka masala sauce. You can bottle it up, you can freeze it in your freezer in freezer bags, or you can add your favorite chicken or fish or vegetables to this and have a party right there at home. I also have a classic tikka masala sauce spice blend on my website that you can look at, www.queenscurrykitchen.com. For complete written recipes, you can head over to my Instagram page at Queen's Curry Kitchen or the Facebook page Queen's Curry Kitchen and see written recipes for this. I hope this recipe is going to bring a lot of color and a lot of festivity to your Diwali table.